Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I will be filming a second gen Mazdaspeed 3. I don't believe I've filmed a Mazdaspeed 3 yet for the channel, so this is going to be a first. I'm very excited. I really do like that platform, especially coming from a Mazda 6 in the beginning stages of like my car journey slash the channel. So it's going to be kind of throwback getting into another Mazda, but I'm looking forward to experiencing it, and I'm hoping it's pretty modified. It looks like it is on social media, but we're heading over to the shoot right now, so I'll see you when I'm there. Why don't you introduce yourself and your car to the viewers?
My name's Bo. This is my 2013 Mazdaspeed 3. It does have a little big turbo strap to it, a little big Terpsky on it. I call it my street car. Some people might call it your average little daily grocery getter. Definitely is a grocery getter still, but it has a lot of tasty goodies on her, and the color is like immaculate. So
for sure,
just can't look at some parts. It's a work in progress though. Why I got into it, I kind of fell into this platform, you can say. I was on the market searching for like a fun daily, hopping around to Subies, Ford Focus STs, and then I hopped into this thing and just, I don't know, the rawness to it, the torque steer to it. You just, if you hop in one of these, you have to like feel it. But it kind of it sold me in a way. So, and then probably 3 months after owning it, the fucking motor blew up. So I mean, I guess that's part of the game, bro. So it was down for, it's been up and down all its life, really. So I've owned this car probably 6 or 7 years now. But
okay,
probably almost over almost 10 grand into it, just in parts, maintenance, turbos. I'm on my second twin disc right now, so a little, you know, little teeny bitty problems, little temperamental problems, but I mean, it's running now. We made it here, but yeah, that's my journey.
What other cars have you owned like prior to this?
Prior to this is actually, oh well, I could say that counts. I did have a Honda EF hatch. I still am into the Honda game. I'm trying to get back into it, but I let that thing go. I don't know why, but I will never find another one like for that price. But
yeah, they're really skyrocketing in value now.
The D series, but I mean,
okay, nice,
it was cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something to experience. But that was like my first car, and this would be my second car. It's almost like a Honda, but a little bit more luxurious, but also temperamental. You know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's been treating me good so far. Obviously, I have to treat it, but hell yeah.
Why don't we kind of do like a quick build breakdown and walk around of the car?
Not much to see here. It's OEM plus, all right? That's what I tell the officers, besides, you know, some colorful things. But, I mean, some people would consider this car full bolt-on. I don't, because I don't have my exhaust manifold and an aftermarket intake manifold. Other than that, everything else is aftermarket. Catless downpipe. I have a catback exhaust on it, big turbo, big blow-off valve. 3.5-inch intake, EGR block off on this thing, and yeah, pretty much everything to create some boost.
For sure. So can you kind of give us a little bit about maybe the numbers it puts down?
This thing hasn't been on a dyno, surprisingly. How long I've owned it, it's always been street tuned, so it's via email. So I'd say roughly maybe 370-ish to almost under 400. It's still on 91. I have not put the setup on E85 at all. My last motor setup I did, and it blew up. So I kind of just like chilling, taking my time.
Yeah. So you don't want to, you're not rushing to get back into that kind of.
Exactly. I mean, dude, it does great on 91, honestly. I mean, most people, what you do after this point is add like either 4 injectors or 6, but yeah. Okay. Either 4-port, 6-port. Kind of like the BMW's port injection. Same shit, bro. You have to build another fuel system almost if you want to get past that 400 level. One thing that is unique, I would say, that you probably won't see other speeds, is probably the crash bar setup.
Oh yeah.
Most people kind of do it janky, and there's kind of like a stock crash bar that kind of just cut up into it, but this one's like fully custom by one of my buddy's good friends. A lot of people ask for it. We might make one maybe in the future, if your audience is into Mazdaspeeds. But
yeah, no, this is pretty cool. It's
aftermarket grill. They call it the open mouth grill. Big intercooler, TR10 intercooler right there. Nice. It's pretty clean. The hood mat right here. This is from, couldn't get out there. The hood vent, this is custom from JC Fabworks. Kind of gotta cut the hood. Almost ruined the hood to put the hood back.
For sure.
Hey, you know, speed life, you know, fast life. Evo wheels, BBS, as you can say.
Nice.
So those come on the Evo 10 or Evo 9, right? Evo 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Evo 10. But
Evo 10.
They look good on this car. You know
they do.
There's little hints. Come on, gang. Little hints. Yeah, there's that. Side skirts. It was pretty much stock. Little spoiler extension, password JDM.
Nice little touch.
Yeah, we also have the little touches around the exhaust shrouds as well. Smoked out tail lights kind of match the aesthetic.
For sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Cosmetically, I do want to do like a rear diffuser in the back.
Okay.
Maybe some side skirt extensions, but I don't know yet. I'm kind of that guy that's into power. You know?
If someone were in the market for a Mazdaspeed 3, what kind of advice would you give them?
First, I would ask you, what are you looking to do with your build? I'd say if you're looking to go fast in a straight line, I would say I don't know if this is the right. Just get ready to spend a lot more money if you're trying to do that in these cars.
Okay.
If you're trying to keep it more like street-wise, kind of track it here and there, but make it fun in the turns, you know. I would say it's your car. It's your good cars. You can put your basic bolt-ons on and make a decent amount of wheel horsepower gains. So you can notice the difference for sure. But
okay.
yeah, definitely just do your research on it, especially if you're buying these cars used. Definitely make sure you do a compression test, leak down test, because that's how I got fucking snaked out of my first motorboat. Just a young kid, just wanted something to, you know, feel something fast, but that's the game you play. You learn and you live, you know. But yeah, just for sure do your research on these things. But definitely can be fun cars. Just be ready to do your maintenance, just like any other car. If you go drive this car hard, I would say that too. Depending if you're gonna daily actually cruise it, this car is good, bro. You can do your basic oil change, spark plugs, your basic maintenance. But if you're beating on it, just get ready, you know. Just those little temperamental things, especially if you're throwing parts at it. But other than that, bro, the cars are good overall. Like, I'd say probably a little bit more reliable than maybe a Subi. Throwing some dish out there, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, bro. I mean, I would say all the platforms, the Subi platform, Eva platform, and this platform, about the same. Okay. About the same type of money you're gonna put into the car.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, but for sure, probably less than a Subaru. You probably make way more power doing these. And but that's because you're front wheel drive compared to those cars. You're all wheel drive, so you lose pretty much half of that horsepower.
Of course, yeah. Drivetrain loss. Yeah.
For sure, that's what makes these cars hella fun, bro. And they're light, like, bro. I think it's like maybe under 35, 30, somewhere in there.
Pretty
somewhere
light.
In that range.
Yeah, it's pretty light, especially like with the cars nowadays, getting all the way up to like 4,000 and stuff. Like, but yeah, no, under 35 is pretty light.
I don't know, you can check out the inside. It's pretty not as much into it.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's go check it out.
I haven't switched up to nothing really interior wise. I do want to get a steering wheel and all that. Maybe throw some seats. She go get her a street car, you know what I'm saying? What
would be your future plans with the Mazdaspeed 3?
I mean, future plans for this thing? Shit, this thing, I don't know if this thing will ever be, like, I don't know, done in my lifetime. Because there's always something you want to do further. But for sure, future plans, like I said, I have a manifold already. Exhaust manifold, new headers. I have a new downpipe. I have another manifold I need to throw on too as well. And it's just bring the car alive more, because right now it kind of chokes up top at like 100. When you get up there, it kind of chokes itself because it's internally wastegated right now, so it can't really breathe, you know. So that's my next goal, is to let it breathe more up top. So, and then next, probably try to do a short shifter, and maybe something in that general area. They did make a sequential shifter for these cars now, so that's interesting.
Yeah, how much is that? That got to be a lot.
I don't know, they haven't made it for Gen 2s yet, but they just did the prototype for the Gen 1. And bro, it looks pretty crispy. And also they came out with these cars, since they're great from factory, like power wise, front wheel drive to your basic bolt-ons. They made an all-wheel drive conversion kit for these cars, so that'll be a game changer, because these things are very torque heavy.
Yeah, so torque steer.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I for sure want to do that to this car at some point in time, because I mean, from a dig, this thing just blows the tires off from probably first to second. So depending on where I set the RPM, the launch, but yeah, but there is another one. I don't know if your chat has heard of it. It's called a Mazdaspeed 6. Those come from factory.
I do know those ones. Yeah,
those come from factory all-wheel drive. My buddy has one. Love those things.
Those are really rare.
They are,
especially if they're running.
And they're really a pain in the ass to work on.
If they're running, they're even more rare.
Same shit as this. I mean, it just has obviously the transfer case. It has a whole bottom subframe, so it makes it hard as fuck to work on the shit. But I mean, bro, they feel awesome. So.
Yeah. Okay, so it's basically like all-wheel drive of this.
Yeah, pretty much. That's part of my next step, is to fucking put probably maybe switch the turbo, but put all the manifolds on, and someday get the all-wheel drive kit on this thing, and fuck, dude, that'll be ultimate beast.
Have you done any runs against other cars? Like just...
I mean, I do have some old runs. It's a lot of fucking BMWs, M340i's. Those are like my kryptonite, B58s, bro.
The B58 platform is crazy.
That's my kryptonite, that platform. Yeah. Other than that, bro, I mean, this thing will probably smoke your average fucking Subi, bolt-on Subi.
For sure.
LS is not built, but we probably dust it. So it keeps up with a lot of like stock M340i's. I've raced, I think, the first gen B58s and second gen B58s.
Okay.
And stock wise, I mean, obviously this thing has to have upgraded turbo and the little stuff, but
yeah,
it does great, bro. It keeps up.
No worries, no worries. It sounds pretty good.
Might have spit a little bit.
It did. No, you're good. You're good. I always kind of prepare like when I'm buying a car, because sometimes, like, especially if there was like water in there, or like it just has condensation, it just shoots it out at me. So don't mind the cracked windshield. He was trying to get that fixed up.
We're trying, chat. It just wouldn't happen yesterday. And then I also didn't want to be a fishbowl either.
True. Because especially it's getting hot now.
Hell yeah, bro. Cali, you need those tinted windshields. This one's like 20, so.
20?
Yeah,
that's really nice.
At nighttime you can't see a fucking thing.
Is it due to the big turbo?
Yeah.
Okay. Taking a longer time to spool.
Yeah, like I'm gonna switch up the intercooler pipe and it should shorten it a little bit.
Okay.
So picking up the spool. Do a little second gear hit. We're in Mexico.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll give you guys a little tease. This will be my first day, I guess, technically.
Shit's broken in now, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I've been having the issues with my clutch pedal going out on this recently. I've been dealing with that for like the last year-ish and some change. So.
Where, like right here? Or?
Yeah, I'll go up above, probably head of your car.
Oh yeah. Just randomly hit it.
Don't want to take out my boy's whip right now. I just try to find that sweet spot where it doesn't blow the tires, but kind of drive.
What RPM were you at on that one?
That's probably sitting at like 32.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of leave.
Okay.
I mean, I can play with it and switch it around, but yeah.
That was good.
Like a straight line, you have to put like a decent amount of money for it to get off the line.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just sitting there fucking just spinning, like, and spinning ain't winning, you know?
Yeah, that's why you want to do the all-wheel drive conversion.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like a Subi and Evo, and, you know, my cousins in the family.
That was my first time in a Mazdaspeed 3, and it was a really fun experience. These do have a lot of potential. It's just, like he was saying, they're finicky, and It takes a lot of money to keep it running well and also getting in the high horsepower numbers, but I think if this is a platform you're willing to invest in, it's a really fun one.